Hey everybody, thank you for joining me today. So today's video is going to be the final set of cards from the Simple Stories um, travel, what is it? I know it's a travel collection. Oh, Here and There card kit. All right, these are the last two that we're going to be working on. And I already have everything pulled out. The pile that's kind of in between the two cards is everything that's not used. And for me, this collection, there was a lot left over that was not used. I was surprised at how much was left. So we're going to go ahead and fold the cards. And I put them with each of the cards so we could get started. And we're just going to go ahead and tape the base paper to the card front. And I always use my wet glue. I know I say it all the time, but sometimes we get new people to the channel. So I use wet glue with my tape. It allows me to be able to adjust if I needed to lift anything up in a quick amount of time before it adheres and you can't move it. So that's why I always use wet glue. I know sometimes people think, why are you using so much adhesive? But I'm doing it really for a reason, because I'm trying to allow myself some time if need be. Okay. Sorry, right here, I had to go handle one of my cats. They were driving me nuts, and I'm yelling at them next to me because they're like about to start fighting, and I didn't want them to bring it over here to the table. So right now I'm laying out the pieces, and with this small little map I wanted to kind of figure out where our sentiment piece was going to go, and then that way I could put down the map and then this ephemera piece, and then I wanted to tilt it just a little bit, and we're going to add the luggage because it's basically that piece that I put down was a luggage tag. Isn't that cute? And then we have some small luggage chipboard pieces. This was chipboard, and then we have a chipboard flower. Now with these cards, if you've never seen these before, you get everything that you need to put the card together, and the only thing that you really need to bring to it is either glue, foam squares, or foam tape if you want it to pop up some things, and you can add sequins and gems. You could add splatters on one of the set of cards. I think I added splatters. You can do whatever you want. You could add Nuvo drops if you wanted to. It's just a matter of, what I love about them is that Simple Stories takes the thinking out of the equation. So you really don't have to sit and wonder, like, okay, so how am I going to put this on the card front? Is it going to look good? There's very rare that there's a card that I don't like how it looks. Now the sentiment not be my cup of tea, but what I like about these, even though they're kind of travel themed, there's one on here that says, I'd be lost without you. That's a great, just thinking of you or sending someone, a thank you card, or you know what I mean? Like, you could use that for anything. The other one that it says, celebrate today and every day. It's your day. That works great for birthdays. It doesn't have to say happy birthday on the front of the card. You can open up on the inside and put the happy birthday. You know what I mean? So that's what I like about these. So we're on to the second card. It's really simple. We got everything laying down flat. And on this one, I don't think I use a whole lot of foam. On the previous card, I didn't use any, but I think I wind up using a little bit on this one. We'll see when we get there. Now here we're laying out the word travel. On here with these, they're not obviously together. So I'm just very carefully trying to line them up. If you're worried about it, you could always take a light pencil, put your ruler down and draw a light line so that you have it more, straight if you feel the need to do that. For me, I'm not really stressing about it, but I just wanted to make sure that for the most part it's pretty even, it's even and it's lining up. And then once we lay down all the travel letters, I think the only other thing that we have on this one is a flower that we have to attach. And we're just going to lay that down. And then the travel. Now on here, if you wanted to, you could add just a few sequins, add the flower, call it a day. You could, in the upper, maybe, if not the upper right hand side, maybe the bottom right, you could always add some Nuvo drops or some gems, you know what I mean? You can add different things to kind of give it a little bit of something, something. And I'm just cutting these little squares to put on the back of the flower here, which is a die cut. So it's not a chipboard. So it doesn't have any type of thickness or anything. So when I went to lay it on top of the travel, because the travel is chipboard, it felt weird. So I was like, you know what? What if I just pop this whole thing up and then let the flower, be a little suspended? So that's what we're doing. We could have popped up each of the letters and travel with a little bit of foam tape. That could have been fun. So the only thing that, could stop you is your imagination. Whatever you want to do, you could always change up how you set it up. Like I said, I guess once you get to this point, if you know you've used up everything that you need that they said comes with it, then you could take some of the extra bits and add some stuff to the front if you wanted to, if you felt like it was too plain. So here's all the cards, and I'm laying them all out so you can kind of get a feel for them. And we get 3 that are horizontal and 5 that are vertical. All right, and then I'm going to show you real quick some ideas that I have for these extra pieces. So there are 3 squares that are left. I think we used 1 on the front of the cards, and each one of the squares has a sentiment. And I want to say this one in particular says happy birthday, and I put that with the one that says it's your day, celebrate, because I figured that is a perfect birthday card. This one, I want to say, actually, I don't have to pretend. I can look in here and see which ones I put where. Okay, yes. So this one with the never ever stop exploring, I put congratulations because I figured that could be like you're moving on to, newer, bigger, better things type thing. I figured that would work. Or graduation, never stop exploring, go out there and seize the world, right? Like, go ahead and grab it. I don't know. You can make it work though, right? And then other elements I decided to put on the inside of the card as well. So like there was a couple of stamps. Well, on that travel card, we used the stamps on the front. Why not put 2 more on the inside? And then I grabbed another card and put 2 more stamps inside there. Almost like you're doing the front of the envelope. And then you could put your sentiment, like a postcard or something like that. I thought that would be cute. And then we can do things like putting this flower in the bottom. I think I have these 3. There was 3 sentiments, and then there was like a bunch that have no sentiments. And I'll show you what I do with those. And then I have a few others. So this one right here, I'm going to put on the inside of this card. And I literally just matched up as best I can whatever sentiments that we had left. And if they didn't have one with a sentiment that I liked, then I just put an empty one. And you're probably like, well, why would you put something that tiny? Well, you can always just write in a quick sentiment and then write them a message. And that would be super cute. All right, and we're going to do it again. This one looks like one of those tickets from like when you go to the deli. So I'm just putting that right up there in the upper right. And I think that's everything for inside of the card. I wanted to grab the envelopes. And I wanted to show you could put stuff on the back of the envelope. But for this, I'm actually going to put a lot of these geotags in the upper left-hand corner, because I felt like you could still write your return address on the left, and it would be really cute, sort of like a little, you know, element on the front of the card. I think I wound up having 5 of those. And then you'll see what I do with the last 3 cards, I think it is. Yeah, 3 envelopes, sorry. So we're just going to keep putting the geotags. Now, if I was saving these for myself to send out, there are some hearts that I didn't use. I could put the hearts on the back of the flap, like we're, you know, putting a little sticker on the back. I think that would be cute. There's 2 strips that say to and from. You could always put that on the front of the card. And then for the last 2, I grabbed these 2 pieces that were empty. And I'm like, yeah, I could just kind of write my return address right there. With the right pen, you could put your name up above in that one little strip. And then put the address in the other part. It would totally work. I think it's cute. And that's a way to use up these elements. You know what I mean? If you don't want to use anything that you have left, don't put them on the inside. You can just get rid of it. Or if you're a person who saves elements and stuff for maybe something else down the line, you can put those in your different like jars. Like if you have a heart or, you know, other tags and stuff like that, you could just put them all together in those. So I really love this collection. I like the color scheme, and they were fun to put together. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Please hit that like and subscribe button. If you want to leave a comment, I definitely love reading your comments, and I appreciate you guys so much. Now, as we go into July, I'm kind of leaning towards either another one of the simple stories, or I need to plan for Vicki Boutin's card kit, because I have to kind of investigate more on that one. But just keep an eye out. More's coming, and I hope you guys have a great weekend.